It is a younger Sheila here, and this is how I came up with my codes for question 2. This code is a Java Swing application for a library management system, and the application interacts with a database to perform CRUD. CRUD stands for create, read, update, and delete operations. So this application interacts with a database to perform CRUD operations on book records. And as we can see the code here, to start with, this code starts by importing the necessary packages, including JDBC for database connectivity and Swing for the GUI components here. And then we go ahead and define the class and constructors here. This particular part, the library systems extends the JFrame, indicating that this class is a GUI application, and the constructor initializes the geographical user interface components by calling init components here, down here. Moving on, we have the database variables, and these are instance variables for the database connection. Where is it? The SQL statements, that is a prepared statement down here. The prepared statement down here. These are instance variables for the database connection, and SQL statements, this one, the prepared statement, we have the database URL string and result sets. This one here, and the init method auto-generated by the graphical user internet builder, and it initializes all the graphical user interface components like buttons, text fields, labels, and tables. Now the table update method, starting from here, this method updates the table with the latest data from the database, and it connects to the database and executes a query to get all book records, and populates the JTable table book details with this data, as we can see down here. Then moving on, where is the private void button? Down here we have the add button action, and excuse me, this method handles the add button action. It's going to retrieve the input from the text fields and insert a new book record into the database, and of course it's going to update the table to reflect the new data. As we can see here, we still had to link it with the database here and then add these other commands below. Then we moved on to the delete button action. To the delete button action down here. Just a moment. Delete. Where is it? This is add. Yes, this one here. Now this method handles the delete button action. It deletes the selected book record from the database and updates the table. So you can see that in each part we have to link it to the database using this URL up here. The delete button action and then the add button action all have that, and then we have the table click event. Down here this method handles the table row click event, and it populates the text fields with the data of the selected row, allowing for easy editing and detection. This particular part. Moving on, we have the main method. Our main method, this is the main method that launches the application by creating an instance of library systems and making it visible down here. You can see that all these, we had them in the first up here. So to summarize with that, the library system class is our geographical user interface application for managing the books in our library, and it is connecting to an access database. It is connecting to our access database which is represented by this link here, the JDBC. And it is providing functionality to add, delete, and view books in a table format. And these database operations are handled using prepared statement for executing SQL queries. Excuse me. And these geographical user interface components are managed using swing components and of course event listeners.